Is it too much to ask you to wait for the facts before you collectively try to lynch a 5-year-old? I want to start off saying that the Minister of Health and Welfare is a coward for apologizing.
아이들이 그 발달 과정에서 나타나는 그렇게 우리가 어른들이 보는 관점에서의 성폭행 그런 관점 봐서는 안 되고 하나의 그 발달 과정에 나타나는 자연스러운 모습일 수도 있는데 그냥 과도하게 표출됐을 때 어떻게 처리할 것이냐 그런 문제인데 저희들이 좀 더 그 사실 확인 이후에 전문가들 의견을 좀 더 들어보고.
There's nothing to apologize for. Everything he says is exactly right, and the outrage mom won't forgive you anyway. Child psychologists do not dispute that children this young do such acts out of curiosity or thoughtlessness. I mean, Korea is 뻥침 nara after all. However, everything we're hearing so far comes from three things. The mom's claims, there's a 10-second video of the girl, and a doctor's sparse diagnosis. And frankly, a lot of what the mom says is basically meaningless since her retelling of the situation is hearsay and highly emotional. The short video of the girl shows her talking very naturally. There's no signs of stress. The doctor's report says there's inflammation, but that's it. There's no details, there's no measurements, but he'll still say it's sexual assault, despite the boy being 5 years old, which is quite far from puberty if you need reminding. Question, if this is such a serious situation, why was there no DNA testing or other concrete evidence gathered? Now, the mom, she tried to tell the whole story publicly, but between her details and those of the boy's parents, it's hard to get some accuracy. Because the boy's parents would say that they were told the boy thrust deeply and that he's been doing this finger thing for 6 months. But the mom of the girl said that she was slapped by the boy 6 months ago and implies the boy has been a problem, but not really specifically. And the mom will get quite dramatic in her explanation, saying, I saw my daughter pulling up her pants as she walked out of the bike stand. I asked her what happened, but she only repeated, no, no, with a scared expression and burst into tears. She later says she seems to have nightmares saying, 하지마, 하지마, 안 돼, 싫어, 안 해, 안 해, in her sleep. She said, I was so furious watching CCTV footage, I wailed like a beast. First of all, the CCTV shows heads only, as you even admit. You mean you saw a bunch of black hair and it made you wail like a beast? Second, there are 100 reasons a child could say those things in her sleep. One of the most obvious being, as you say, a nightmare. Third, your version of how the girl reacted to being asked about what happened and how the girl reacts in the video are completely opposite. As for some kind of bullying going on for 6 months, I mean, children this young, they can't get away with anything for a few minutes, let alone 6 months. And the teachers would have to be insanely incompetent for that to be true. In Songnam, of all places. The mom also says the other boys blocked the view while the boy pulled the girl's pants down, which means the teacher can't see that a girl's pants are down between all these tiny bodies. What? I don't know. Don't people usually want to protect their children from this kind of media exposure? Or do you need the exposure for justice against a 5-year-old? The amount of attention this is getting is pretty unhealthy for the girl, actually. The mom gives tons of these little details publicly because she says the police won't do anything, which may be an indication that it's not a crime. And despite no concrete evidence, besides inflammation from something, the girl's parents have a list of demands that must be met without any convictions being made. So not only that both the boy and the boys who allegedly blocked everything, they need to move to another kindergarten, but also that the boy's family actually move away. They also want financial compensation, an apology from the boy, and they also demand the boy cannot have access to any of the neighborhood's playgrounds. This is how you treat murderers and rapists, not 5-year-olds. The mother appears to be seeking retribution against a little kid who can barely poop by himself, yet he has the capacity to make her life hell, in her own words. Yet, the petition for a law to prosecute minors is signed by over 200,000 people, even though a 5-year-old and a 12-year-old are technically both minors, but they're a completely different psyche. And other people are even saying the boy should be kidnapped, and the father should lose his job. There are a bunch of similar cases involving kids of the same age in English-speaking countries. And in most cases, the kids just get some kind of detention and the parents have to talk to them about it. This is so they don't sexually traumatize the people involved. But, if it's a repetitive thing and the kid has been talked to already, or if the situation is even more extreme than this, it could be indicative that this boy needs special attention or he was sexually molested himself. We don't have evidence of that, but I bet that thought never even crossed your mind. I would think the adults involved could have dealt with the whole situation privately, but saw in the petition that the father thinks this is too stressful to talk to the boy's parents. He also calls for legal representation so that his demands can be met. Like, dude, if you have two 5-year-olds who have some little kerfuffle, you need a lawyer for this? They're 5. Why do you have children? Just get it over with. It's just annoying to discuss, really, given how little we know. For all we know, the mother could have Munchausen syndrome by proxy, which is harming someone in their care to receive some attention. The father could have molested the daughter, and the mother's covering up for it. Or the boy could be the spawn of Satan and has been bullying her for 6 months. The boy could also just be doing stupid 5-year-old stuff, and the mom is the one applying fear to the story. But nothing should simply be assumed. Also, why are we pretending that children are some reliable source of information? The Imam said the Sunflower Center counts consistent testimony and accurate descriptions as evidence. Problem is, the mom's hearsay is all we have of the girl's consistency. We don't know what is accurate description since no one knows what even happens. Like, there's also, have you forgotten, there's tons of cases where kids even accuse adults of rape and it ends up they lie. Sometimes they lie as a group. In Korea and abroad, the man involved has usually already killed himself from the social pressure, but, society doesn't learn from that. Really, why are so many Koreans so ready to crucify this 5-year-old? Do you react the same way when someone with higher status does anything wrong? I would guess no. Did anyone care before that only in Korea do little kids do the fucking dongchim all the time? No. What you're teaching these kids is that it's okay to lash out emotionally without a firm basis on reality. The only good thing is that the kids hopefully will learn early that even adults can be just as retarded as children.